Hey guys, DJ Kevin over here from DJ Kevin TV1 and Dino Sound DJ. Today I'm going to tell you what's the difference between this speaker and this speaker. Now, and I'm going to tell you some facts about why is it a good idea to go for a 12-inch than a 15-inch. But let me show you the difference between these two speakers. I know I made a lot of videos about this speaker over here and this speaker over here. But sometimes I like to give it a rundown for people who just start watching my videos and don't want to scroll through all the shit and try to look for the video. I'm making this right now for you guys who just subscribed and plus who want to start out with a simple DJ speaker that could really adequate for whatever you want to do. So here you go. This is the GLI XJam 15 iPod. Really great powered speaker. Remember, this is powered. My old subscribers, this is powered. This is not. So I'm going to show you what's the difference and how is it better. Like I said earlier in the video, why is it better to decrease the 15-inch to a 12-inch? So I'm going to tell you guys why you guys should buy more of a 12-inch speaker than a 15-inch speaker. So let's go from the 15. This is the GLI Pro 15 XJam 15 iPod. This is the new line of speakers, powered speakers that they just came out. I think they discontinued it I think about 2 months ago. But it's still new. Everybody's still buying this. But the reason why I like this speaker is because one, it's powered. So basically, it has its own amplifier built into the system. So, let's turn it around, and let's see the goblins in the back. Now, I like the profile of it. I like the looks of it. Look, it looks like a JBL Eon. That's not the reason why I bought it. I bought it because it's compatible. It's the right size and right weight, and it has mostly the best features in the back of the speaker than any other company, ever thought. So let's look at the profile. It could be used as a wedge. That's another great thing. These two speakers could be used as wedges. All right, both of these speakers can be used as monitors, which in the industry it's called wedges. So you get this beautiful profile over here. Got the handle over here. One handle. Kind of sucks. That's the downfall. See, you don't have any handle over here. It still has an awesome profile. But there's only one handle. And the weight's about 50.7. So, I think they should have made another handle over here. It would be very convenient. You know, try to lift the speaker off of the stand. But I don't think GLI Pro or some other companies, they even thought about that. The JBL Eon is the same profile, same face, same design. Okay? So, basically, this design is mostly industry standard. Got one handle, really solid handle. All of it is all plastic. I unscrewed the handle so I could clean up in the back. That's why you heard a little tapping in there. So nice handles in the back. You got your amplifier. So basically for your amplifier, it says that it's 2,000 watts, which I'm thinking that it's not really 2,000 watts. I'm thinking like it's about 150 watts max power, but it's 2,000 watts max power. Like I said, I don't think that's the correct wattage of this thing, but hey, it's pretty adequate where it goes. Impedance, 4 ohms, which you guys think of impedance, you think of 2 woofers in one cabinet, right? This one only has 1. So that, they definitely lie to you on that one. This should be 8 ohms. And frequency response is 45 hertz to 18 kilohertz. 45 hertz, kind of low down to the basement. 18 hertz, I'm not saying it'll blow your ears out, but it'll do a good damage to it. But you guys can already tell that it's already been scuffed up. Get scuffed up, got some scratches over here because I've been bringing this to gigs a lot. Got scratches over here. Got this big humongous scratch over here that I'm not really liking. But, hey, That's what's the downfall about plastic cabinets. You buy plastic cabinets, that's what you're going to get. So over here, you guys can actually see the amplifier module. We got a display up here. If you're going to put an SD card or a USB, you got your LCD menu over there, or LED or LCD menu, to show you what the song is playing or what's coming up or whatever. Alright, then you got the dials for that. You got play, pause, stop. You get this button is for SD or USB. So you click on that, it'll go to SD. You click it again, it'll go to USB. It got individual volume controls over here, which I love. That means I don't need to move this knob all the time. You just click that button, volume up. Click this button, volume down. Next, previous and next button. Over here you got your equalizers. This is a graphic equalizer. So you can equalize it to your liking. Got the VU meter, as they like to call it. All the way to the red. Clip means that you're clipping the amplifier inside. Alright? And here's my favorite part, is right here in this section. Why? Let me tell you. It has individual volume controls for all these inputs. It's kind of like the QSC. You got one input over there for channel B, over there for channel A, and then you got to mix out for mixing out to different other speakers or different other systems. But for this one, it's really, really cool. This one has a mic in, Canon, XLR, or quarter inch. So you can plug in a quarter inch input in there, or an XLR. If people doesn't even know what an XLR input looks like, let me show you. This is for the people who are starting out. This is not for the people who are like, alright, I already know this shit, don't show me. This is for the people who are starting out. This is what we call an XLR cable. You got a male version and a female version. This is the female, this is the male. So, for this speaker, you want to run the mixer. You want to run the mixer has this output that goes to that. So this one goes into your powered speaker. So you don't put it into mic in, you put it into line in. So, line in, and then that's it. Then you have your volume control for that. Or if you have another speaker, or if you have another powered speaker, I only got one because I only use this for ceremonies or for a large range. Alright, so you got your line in, that goes in here. Alright, it clicks right in, it ain't gonna move nowhere. And then there's a line out, balance out. So pretend that just imagine that you have another speaker on the other side. And one of your outputs of your mixer is broken. So just imagine that this goes to another speaker. And you put this baby in there. And then this, I know it's one cord, but I'm just showing the demonstration. And then this cable from the balance out will go to your next speaker. Imagine this is the next speaker. And then you go from line in. So that's how you daisy chain powered speakers together. It's really, really awesome. The hell? Not putting it in. It's hard. This quarter inch. Not quarter inch, XLR. So that's how you daisy chain and putting two speakers together, is by those inputs right there. CD in, iPod in, that's where my mixer goes. I don't have any XLR. My mixer doesn't have XLR out, so I have to use RCA. Guitar in, you can use this as a guitar amplifier. And an iPod charger, which will charge your iPod. Power in, on, off, and a voltage selector. So this is the GLI Pro X Jam. And then you have this for this area. This is for your iPod Touch to go in, or an iPhone or whatever, or what have you. So that's it. That's the GLI Pro X Jam. Great speaker if you're just starting out, if you want to do a karaoke setup or just a mobile DJ setup, or if you guys just buy just for your house. You know, Pro Audio is not really, it's made for pro, you know, going out and doing gigs, but you can still buy Pro Audio and still have it in the house and not be a DJ. A lot of people say, oh, you gotta have you can only have Pro Audio if you're a DJ or doing the sound. No, you can buy any Pro Audio gear that you want. There's no limit. There's no rules. Just buy it and just have it in your house and just fool around with it. That's how I started out, and then look at where I am now. Alright, so this one is the Power Pro. I know a lot of people saw some videos about this speaker. Let me see if I'm in frame. Okay. A lot of people saw a lot of videos about this speaker. Let me go this side. So that's the X-Jam. A lot of people, I know I talked about this speaker a lot. I love this speaker. I definitely love this speaker. This speaker's broken, the top, because it dropped off. Because somebody tripped over this, my tripod, and then this speaker went forward, and then it broke the side here. So, the cabinet's kind of moving. But every time that the bass kicks in, it like rattles. Which, I gotta fix that. But I never dropped this one right here. I never ever dropped this speaker before. Or a person dropped it. This is the Power Pro PPHP12AS7. This one is a different type of speaker. Over here, there's an amplifier. And then over here, there's not. So you have to run this with a separate amplifier. Which this is called a passive speaker. This is called powered. This is called passive. So basically, the inputs on this thing is speak on in and 1/4 inch in. A lot of people prefer speak on. I do prefer that too. So speak on in, and speak on out. Go to a next speaker. Just like the powered speaker, you go from in, you go to another speaker. This one, you go from in, then you go to another speaker. But passive speakers, you have to be really, really careful. Because it's running off a different amplifier. It's not running by an amplifier that's in the speaker. There is no amplifier. Just like with this one, you can link it out. This one, you can link it out as well. But you have to be very, very careful. Because when you put two speakers together, it'll drop the ohms. Powered speakers, you don't need to worry about that. Passive speakers, you have to worry about that. So read your amplifier manufacturer's specs, and see if your speaker could drop down to 2 ohms or 4 ohms, and you could daisy chain 3 of these in each side for 2 ohms. My amplifier over there, down there, the PQA 2100, could do 920 watts at 2 ohms. So I don't have 2 speakers on each side, but if I wanted to do that, that amplifier is recommended to do that as well. So in and out, go to a second speaker. This speaker is about 1,000 watts worth of power. This guy is 2,000. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't think that's really adequate. But this guy is about 1,000 watts. Now, I know that this speaker is adequate for 1,000 watts. Because I hit it with 1,000 watts one time, and it was loud as hell. As a 12-inch subwoofer, it doesn't have a woofer. It doesn't have a mid-range woofer. It actually has a true subwoofer. So you'll get so much bass kicking off with this one than you do with this one. Like I said over here, this is 45 hertz and 18 kilohertz. This guy is about 40 hertz to 22 kilohertz. So, which one would you choose? This one, right? It has a better low frequency. This one does not. This one has 45. And I think this 15-inch Radio Shack, my main cabinet is about 30-something, 35 hertz. So this one hits lower than any of these two. But with a 12-inch woofer, you won't beat it. All right, now I'm gonna tell you guys why is it very important. Let me push this closer. Why is it very important to decrease the size from a 15-inch to a 12-inch? Now, there is a video up on YouTube from, what is it? Bases Loaded Mobile DJ. So what about you check him out, Bases Loaded DJ? Check him out, subscribe to him. He's really, really cool. He taught me a few things about speakers and stuff like that. So, thank you, man. You definitely brought my knowledge to a whole new thing. And that's why I'm making this. That's why I'm making this video today. This video is about why would you decrease the size of a woofer from 15-inch to 12-inch. Now, 15-inch, it throws out a coverage. Alright? This speaker throws out a different coverage. The tweeter, again, throws it out a different type of coverage. So, with a woofer, this is how woofers work. The woofer will throw out more coverage than a tweeter. Alright? So keep that one in mind. The woofer throws more coverage than the tweeter. So basically, the tweeter is doing this, and the woofer is doing this. So, and this is from the QSC K series. If you guys want to buy a QSC K series, go on QSC.com and check out the specs and check out why this new technology called DMT, direct, what is it? DMT, I think it's direct trans something. I totally forgot. I always looked it up and stuff like that. But, it's better to decrease the size of a woofer from 15-inch to 12-inch because, do you know why? Your speaker coverage gets bigger. Alright? But that's from the QSC. That's from the QSC side of view. That's with their K series. That's why Rick from Bases Loaded made that video. But he was absolutely right. I researched it, and a 15-inch woofer throws out less coverage than a 12-inch woofer. So, all you DJs who are just getting to start now for DJing, I think you guys should go with a 12-inch woofer. More coverage, it throws out a long distance, and plus this dome right here works with this woofer. I finally figured that one out. My boys down there at Power Pro actually told me that this woofer and this tweeter works with each other, so they throw out an equal coverage. This guy over here, not so much. This guy will just do that, and the woofer will do that. So that's why that you guys should definitely buy a 12-inch woofer matching with a 15-inch woofer. You know, everybody buys 15-inch cabinets just for the bass. But did you guys even think about the coverage? You guys gotta think about that when you guys buy in DJ speakers, because the coverage are different. Woofer's doing this, your horn's doing this. With this speaker over here, your woofer's doing this, and your horn's doing this. That's why the tweeter dome is a lot different than this tweeter dome. This tweeter dome, Power Pro actually did some research and did some engineering to make that tweeter like that. Make it like circle. I think they call it an asymmetrical horn. And there we go, a screw is coming out, because this guy kicks in a lot of bass. I think this is called an asymmetrical horn. And this is just called a regular dome horn. So you guys need to do your research. Research online and tell me if I'm right or wrong. But if I was you guys, I would definitely buy a 12-inch woofer than a 15-inch. Another great match is a 12-inch woofer with an 18-inch sub. That's a great match. You guys want to go a little bit technical, you guys want to go a little bit higher, a 15-inch woofer with an 18-inch sub, that's good too. But what about the coverage from the mid-range section over here? Come on, guys. You guys really gotta think. You guys want to buy a 15-inch woofer just for the house? Fine. You know, if you're not a DJ, you just buy a PA system just for yourself, just to fool around. I know a lot of people do that. Then a 15-inch speaker will do good for you. But if you're doing it in if you're going to do pro audio, like really, really get technical with pro audio stuff, come to me. 15-inch woofer is not really your choice. It looks big, it throws out a lot more sound, but what about the coverage? So the QSC actually did do some research on that stuff, and they actually made an awesome cabinet, which is the K-Series. I don't have the K-Series with me on me right now, but let me tell you guys, I'd rather go from a 12-inch woofer. See, if I didn't buy the speaker, I would buy another 12-inch woofer. Another 12-inch speaker. I do have another one of these laying around. I don't have it on me today. But I'm just showing you guys a demonstration of what's the difference between a 15 to a 12. There you go. That's the difference. It's all about coverage. Alright? With pro speakers. Home speakers, who gives a fuck about those? You buy so many home speakers and bam, it's good. But with pro audio, you gotta do your research. Alright guys, that's DJ Kevin from DJ Kevin TV1 signing off. For this video about what's the difference between a 15-inch woofer to a 12-inch woofer. And, do you know what? Plastic cabinets, they're kind of crap. Alright? I actually did that the hard way. This guy, never done anything wrong for me. See? A little bit more solid. This one's a little bit more solid than this one. So if you guys want to buy a good plastic cabinet, make sure that it sounds like this. I'm telling you guys, I'm a pro. I've been doing this for almost 16 years. You guys got to really listen to the speaker cabinet. Solid, kind of not solid. So, leave it to me. I'm a pro when it comes to speakers. Get yourself a really, really hard cabinet like this Power Pro over here. I know Power Pro. I know everybody bashes on this company. I like them. Alright, I've been doing several videos. I have them on my Facebook. They do awesome stuff. They so-called sponsors me. So don't bash on my company. They are really, really good. They actually make good, solid piece of equipment. Alright guys, so I gotta stop rambling on because I bet you this video is already for like 20 minutes already. But that's all I want to tell you guys. That's all that I want to tell you guys. That's all that I'm making the video for. The difference between a 15 to a 12. Make sure that you guys go on powaudio.com for more information about this speaker or other range of products. You guys could get a good glimpse of the Powell PQA 2100, the full 2100 watts amplifier. It pushes out 230 at 8 ohms, 460 at 4 ohms, and then at 2 ohms is 920 watts. And if you add two amplifiers together, that's when you get the full 2100 watts. So that's a little disclaimer about that amplifier. But other than that, that's all I want to show you guys today. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next video for more DJ tips about speakers, amps, everything else. Alright guys, practice and enjoy.